They say cheaters never prosper, but these people don't just play the game of life. They found a cheat code to beat it.
This car because this is a stolen Jag.
And who would have thought an overpass would be the cheat he needed to lose his wanted level?
Did not come out the other side. They will stop under the freeway. He's out of the vehicle. The vehicle's rolling. The vehicle is rolling into the intersection. He is on foot under that freeway. And here it comes to an end.
Yep.
Into fall. Ah, shucks, he says.
He tried.
Last time I checked, bikes can't go the same speed as cars. Unless they're holding on to them. In a world full of cameras, thieves need to think outside the box. Or inside a cone. The worst designed prison security gate? You're looking at it. Of all the ways to complete the 50-meter backstroke, this guy decided not to do it at all. I think someone should check him for gills and maybe some fins. Being camouflaged doesn't always mean clothing. Sometimes it's just a beach umbrella. So that's what undercover cops are all about.
Got it.
Who knew being good at acting could win games? This player walked right through their defense. Literally. This kind of looks like one of those things you make in an art class with your buddies. Except this one actually flies. If you thought the Tour de France and F1 were like chalk and cheese, then allow me to introduce you to the two-wheeled version of Max Verstappen. Ah yes, the armless sleeve scam. But this motorist still respected him going out on a limb for the hustle. They say you should learn from your mistakes. But what if you keep getting rewarded for them? Imagine it's your first day as a police officer, and you happen to pull over this guy.
Winnable, obviously, for him day one.
Sir, go back into your car. I'll be with you in a second.
You better check the registration on this plate soon, mister.
Turns out some people are indeed above the law.
Have a good day, Judge. You bet.
Just when you think something's going out of fashion, it gets remastered.
This is amazing.
When you work this efficiently, you can almost sleep on the job. At a certain point, you gotta accept he's not dodging the ball. The ball's dodging him. You know you found a true master at work when they're not just able to do a day's work, but a whole week's worth. Turns out you don't need lots of money to live like a king. Just some creative thinking and a fan will do just fine. When someone calls themselves a magnet to money, this is who they're talking about. Good friends have your back, but best friends have your eyes too. Once again, proof how poorly designed some jails are. Did we learn nothing from Prison Break? Two-man jobs aren't a thing when your capacity for using initiative has no ceiling. Cardboard cutouts might not catch criminals, but they can make them slow down. If a tree falls in the woods and nobody saw it, did it really happen? This guy really puts the trick in trick shot. Depending on how you look at it, this is either highly intelligent or highly illegal. Some people use white noise to get a good night's sleep, but he gets his shut-eye knowing he's protected by the Second Amendment bedboard. Where there's a hill, there's a way. As if losing the suspect on live TV wasn't already embarrassing enough.
Don't see anybody chasing him on foot yet.
Arresting the wrong guy is much worse.
And I don't think that's him, Mark. I don't think that's him.
It's not every day you get the point and the assist.
May have gotten an assist to himself.
If you want to successfully get away from the police, having some helpful strangers turns a good hiding spot into the perfect escape.
Yeah! 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 Yo, he's smartest.
Haters gonna hate, and innovators gonna innovate. When it comes to serving up easy points, finesse always exceeds skill. Of all the many perks of having a supercar, free parking is priceless. If extreme broom sweeping was an Olympic event, then this guy would take the gold. They say timing is everything, so closing up shop right before Neptune knocks is about as clutch as you can get. Losing your hair may have its setbacks, but it does take your cap game to the next level. Perfect chemistry, that which tips the scales from wasted pocket money to the ultimate prize. When she tells you she's home alone, but you're a few too many pedals away. This right here is the difference between people who work hard and people who work smart. Seeing failed smuggling attempts like this makes me wonder, have cops got better at finding things or finding better informants? And just like that lady's purse, that thief's plan was gone with the wind. How do you lose 1.2 pounds in 3 minutes to make weight?
Cormier is back now.
Well, Daniel Cormier seems to have the answer, and it's not a trip to the bathroom. I've heard of clutching at straws, but this was a case of clutching at towels to get in the clear.
Now Daniel Cormier is back and made weight.
I guess that one just went over his head. Who knew cartoon logic could fool an entire SWAT team? Sometimes the answer is hiding in plain sight. When you're not home to receive your package, but your delivery driver always delivers. Old dog, new tricks. This grandpa isn't just keeping up with the times, he's keeping ahead of them. This is impressive, but is anyone else wondering how he's gonna get down from there? The best escape artists are those who use their surroundings to their advantage. When the carrot and stick trick doesn't get you from A to B, the chicken and stick method gets you right to Z. Here's a tip for criminals. If you don't want to be found, hiding in the most obvious place possible can do wonders. You have to give it to this guy. He really knows how to make an entrance.
I've been waiting for that whole weekend.
Nobody can match this guy's ability to turn the difficulty to beginner mid-game. Parallel parking. Not just necessary for securing that empty spot at the mall, but also a get-out-of-jail-free card. If you choose a lazy person to do a hard job, they'll just find an easy way to do it. If reincarnation isn't real, then how did Harry Houdini end up as an NFL player? Applying one long jump to a short jump game of hurdles just gave him the boost needed to clinch gold. Whatever gets you over the line. Now that looks like the perfect stick for getting a ball out of a tree. Or more important things, like helping a SWAT team infiltrate enemy lines. Just when I was starting to think drones were useless, we get this? If they spill my beer, I'm declaring war. Teamwork makes the dream work, but I sure as hell wouldn't want to get stuck behind these guys. He's mastered the art of surprise. Not even gravity saw that one coming. The perfect getaway is an art form, and his craft involved some string and bright colors. If never let him know your next move was a tennis player, he made his opponent think he was going for a home run. This might just be the only time when going in circles actually gets you somewhere. Giving prisoners access to ladders exactly high enough to climb over the walls? What could possibly go wrong? Sometimes you gotta work a little harder to make sure you can be more lazy. When your idea is so dumb, it's actually genius.
Yo, come on, guys, he's right there. The officer's running right by him.
Life is like a football. You never quite know how it's gonna bounce. So why not take a punt at it? At some point, we gotta find out what the deal is with moths. But until then, making them see the light away from where you're sitting is good enough. This is the dictionary definition of persuasion. When a prison escapee can talk his way out of going back to jail.
What's your name? Robert Jones.
Robert Jones?
Uh-huh.
What's your address?
I don't have an address. I'm at the hotel.
What is? We got an escapee.
Oh, shit. I promise you I'm not no damn prison escapee.
You'd have done run by now. You got a cell phone with you?
No, hell no. I don't have a cell phone or anything.
Just call 911. That's all you got to do. They'll get a hold of us. Be careful, buddy.
Thank you.
All right.
In a world full of machinery, he's keeping things natural. The company's budget meant they couldn't get scaffolding. Luckily, that wasn't an issue. If you've got the right mindset, a window of opportunity can open at any moment. Whether it's grenades or footballs, there's nothing more patriotic than putting your body on the line for the win. Pair the NBA with some magic, and you've got a wizard on the court. This has to be one of the most unique ways to scale a mountain, if you don't mind risking your life and your front teeth in the process. Just a little distraction to take the dog out of him.
Well behaved.
A good employee is able to prevent a thief from stealing. A great one's able to catch them in the act. Here's that guy nobody wants to play with. If he can rig a foosball table like that, imagine what he'd do when he discovers video game mods. This is what happens when you put a scientist on dad duty. If you think smarter and work less, wine and baby time can still work together. This is the perfect way to make sure you always get the best sunspots on the shore. Forget long walks. Let's go for a long chair ride on the beach. And all those years of being an only child finally pay off. Who needs friends anyway? This gives a whole new meaning to couch surfing. Is this what Wall-E predicted? Getting bit by a radioactive spider isn't necessary at all. Spider-Man who? When you have Spider-Man working at your local takeaway, ordering food turns into a show as much as a cure for hunger.